begin. I am joined right now by Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs. Congressman, good to have you here. What's your reaction to this news that we saw someone new in charge there in terms of the communications director position and Sean Spicer leaving?
Well, to be quite frank, I think that that's inside baseball, to be honest with you. I don't think Middle America is going to say, oh my gosh, we got somebody new there in the White House press office. I'm not going to get asked that. I'm going to be asked the things that you've been talking about, which are health care, tax reform,
but come
what's going on with immigration.
He was on Saturday Night Live. Melissa McCarthy kept doing impressions of him. I think Sean Spicer has transcended the whole Washington insider thing. He has become someone that everyday Americans do know. So I think there's a little interest in it, just a little.
There may be a little bit, but I do think that we shouldn't overshadow really what people want to know about, and that's the agenda. How's that going? How that's progressing? And I do think that it'll be great. We need someone to continually try to set the narrative, because that gets lost sometimes.
So then perhaps this is good. I mean, Spicer, great guy. We like him a lot. He was a frequent guest on this show, and we hope he'll come back. But I think that there was a feeling that the messaging had stalled out, right? And that the messaging was here, there, and everywhere. And so if you can get someone that can have the ear of the president in a way that Scaramucci, frankly, he has. I don't know if Sean Spicer had that in the way that Anthony does. So if you have someone in there that's able to really help him along and really help move his agenda forward, that may be very good, because all these things that you're talking about, healthcare reform, taxes, infrastructure, they got to get done.
Right. And you really want your messaging to be focused. I mean, that's one thing that people do get concerned about. So in that instance, I'll give it to you, Trish, that this is a big deal, because we really want a focused narrative out there. That will help us. But the reality is, most of my constituents aren't going to ask me about Spicer versus Scaramucci. Well, they're going to say, hey, what's going on?
What are you doing? Well, you are in Arizona, by the way, so I imagine a lot of people there are asking you, and of course everybody has a heavy heart, not just in Arizona, but all over the country right now, for John McCain's diagnosis. Very briefly, if you could give us your thoughts on Senator McCain and whether or not he will, in fact, be returning to Capitol Hill very soon.
I don't know when, but I do know I've known Senator McCain for a long time. I met him on his first campaign for Congress, and although we're not close personally, every time we've talked, it's been cordial, collegial, very professional. He's been very good to me personally. But I will tell you, I don't know anybody tougher than Senator McCain, anybody who's a bigger fighter than Senator McCain, and if there's a way to get back, I would say he's the guy to do it. He's the guy to do it.
Congressman, thank you very much for joining us here today on this breaking